Hello, my name is Richard Guerra, and you just saw the Tjun. This Tjun form, I was not taught by Long Ting this form. This is the form that I had studied under my other instructor, Sifu Richard. That form is totally a little bit different, but it's basically the same. Now, Wing Chun, as we understand it, is not based on athletic performance. You're not doing a kata performance like we're doing karate or taekwondo. We're doing concepts and principles. Now, this uniform that I'm wearing has these little things in front that make you look a little bit bloated, but I guarantee you I'm in pretty good shape. I am 57 years old. I've been practicing since 1957, but my martial arts training of Asian martial arts started in 1966. The movements that you see, like Chum Kyu, Siu Nim Dao, I've taught them, and that's the way my instructor Long Ting taught them to me before he changed them and put a side kick to Chum Kyu, or with the left and the right side. So some of you may criticize that form because it doesn't have a side kick. Doesn't matter. What difference does it make? You throw a side kick, you already know how to do a side kick if you studied karate or taekwondo. Doesn't matter. The principles are what are important. To all the critics out there that study Wing Chun, you see me doing a form like the first form, and I'm doing it fast. However, actually that form should take you at least an hour to perform the right way, which is very slow, and I don't want to bore you. Chum Kyu are concepts of turning and changing direction against your opponent, and has techniques in there from first form, second form that connect to Tjun. And of course, actually later on to the wooden dummy. So your hand performance, your structure are very important. Your center line and the center line of your opponent. Wing Chun is supposed to be so simple, yet some of the instructors that write books have so much garbage out there that make it so complex that most people don't want to learn it. The only ones that want to learn it are to see who's going to get bigger and greater in Wing Chun, who's going to be the most famous. That's ridiculous. A lot of women don't want to train in Wing Chun. That's one of the things that I hear from them. They want to be empowered. However, teach them what they need to learn. Don't go around teaching them about the politics involved in our system of Wing Chun. Who's better than this and who's better than that. My Sifu can beat your Sifu. That's childish. Then you guys that write on the internet, you hide behind your password, your username. Get out there and train. Don't be a critic. Get your butt out there and train. Go out there and sweat. You see a lot of the Wing Chun instructors, young guys, I mean, they're fat. Big old fat guys calling themselves masters. Big old bellies out to here. They can't even throw a front kick. If you get in a real fight, you'll know what I'm talking about. Wing Chun has no form. You learn the forms and then you forget about it. It becomes you. It's not your Sifu's style anymore. It's not Great Grandmaster Yip Man style anymore. It belongs to you. Not to your instructor, not to your Si Hing or Si Dai or whatever. Just because you belong to a great organization doesn't make you powerful or tough. Believe me, if you get out on the street and you get into a real fight, all that stuff is going to go out the window. It's garbage. I don't care how great your certificate says, how many stamps you got on it, how many students you have. Ultimately, it's up to you and your opponent. If somebody sticks out a stick or a gun on you, I guarantee you, you're going to be crapping bricks of fear. Unless you practice with a real gun or a practice gun and know how to use your Wing Chun, you're going to have a slight chance. If somebody pulls out a knife on you, I guarantee you all the fancy crap goes out the window. You're going to have to punch and stay with the most basic thing is just to take your opponent out of the way. Break that arm, those fingers, get rid of that knife. Cut the throat. It's a metaphor that I'm using. You're going to have to use everything you got in your arsenal. The way you practice is the way you're going to train. If all you're going to do is talk about Richard Guerra this, Richard Guerra that, you're wasting your time. Go out and practice. Get your butt sweaty. Get your butt out there and train hard. Train hard. If you are a Wing Chun practitioner, practice to where the point, to when you get to the point, That it no longer is a style. It is free from style. It has no rules, no regulations. In the beginning, you learn to be relaxed. You learn to be bound by the system. Later on, you are free from the style. You become your own style. You become Wing Chun. You're not going to go out there and fight against another Wing Chun brother, are you, or sister? What for? That's ridiculous. Why are you fighting against each other? Why? Why do you argue against each other and put each other down? This is so disappointing. And then you bring it out to your students, to the public that don't know any better, and there you got them in your class, in your kun. Oh, so-and-so is no good, so-and-so sucks, so-and-so is no good. You're a bully. You're a kung fu bully. Stop it. Get on with your life and training in Wing Chun. Do hundreds of hours of chi sao. If you want to be good, do chain punches. 1,000 punches per day. Maybe 2,000. You want to be better than somebody else? What for? The thing is, you need to be as good as you can be for yourself, not anybody else. For your own self-defense protection. That's what I say about the martial arts in general right now, about especially Wing Chun. We have no problem like that in karate. There might be a little bit of politics, but not as much as there is in this art. There's so much crap going on. Stop it. And a lot of you out there that call Sifu Richard Guerra crazy, no, that's not crazy. It's because I've been in real fights. Some of you have never been in a real fight before. You're calling yourself a self-defense instructor. You're a big old liar, a fraud. That's who you are, and you know who I'm talking to. You've never been in a real fight. How can you teach the public to defend themselves? You can't. At the moment that somebody takes out a real knife on you, I guarantee you, you're going to be peeing on yourself and crapping all over yourself. I guarantee you. That's what's going to happen to you. I've been in a real fight, been in real conflicts, and I've been in Vietnam. I spent 13 months in a combat zone. That does not make me crazy. I served my country with honor. And if you don't appreciate it, you know where you can go. Thank you.